Let's take you out there right now as we're going to hear from some family members of the victims following this deadly, tragic shooting there. Two young kids losing their lives. Let's listen in.
Will not be any interviews, and I just let you give them space and grace for the first time here, and we'll be in touch. I've distributed my contact information. I'm pretty easy to find. Other media can share it with you, and we'll be sharing a photo as soon as this statement is read. Thank you.
Yesterday, a coward decided to take our 8-year-old son Fletcher away from us. Because of their actions, we will never be allowed to hold him, talk to him, play with him, and watch him grow into the wonderful young man he was on the path to becoming. Fletcher loved his family, friends, fishing, cooking, and any sport that he was allowed to play. While the hole in our hearts and lives will never be filled, I hope that in time our family can find healing. I pray that the other victim's family can find some semblance of the same. I'm hopeful that all the wounded are able to make a full recovery and return home to their families. And finally, all the people, and especially the children, impacted by this horrific event are able to recover mentally and find strength to live loving, happy, and full lives. Over the past day, I've heard many stories accounting the swift and heroic actions of children and adults alike from inside the church. Without these people and their selfless actions, this could have been a tragedy of many magnitudes more. For these people, I'm thankful. Moving forward, we ask not for your sympathy, but your empathy. As our family and the Annunciation community grieve and try to make sense of such a senseless act of violence. Please remember Fletcher for the person he was and not the act that ended his life. Give your kids an extra hug and kiss today. We love you, Fletcher. You'll always be with us.
Obviously, you heard there the grief in the voice there of one of the victims' family members as they were just reading out a statement, not taking any questions, but the showing of support of the Annunciation, the Catholic school there behind him in full force. The entire community in Minneapolis and the Twin Cities, as obviously two young kids, 8 and 10, losing their lives, talking about that kid, Fletcher there. So, of course, so heartbreaking to hear all of these stories, and you can hear them talk about remembering that individual, that young child, the life that he had ahead of him, not for the moment, not for the tragedy that unfolded yesterday, but for the kid, the personality, the person that he was.